Let's go next. Tom has got it flashed on my screen. He said, take this call at a sleazy hotel. I can only imagine what this is all about. Go ahead.
How dare you insinuate that I'm staying at a sleazy hotel?
Hey, that's what my producer told me. What can I say?
Of course. This is God's 10-star general, and there's a reason I'm here at the Skid Row Motel, and it's because I have joyful, jubilant news today.
It's because you're cheap. You're cheap. That's why you're at a sleazy hotel.
No. Listen, Mr. Norrie, do you know that today, Clamp and God's 10-star general have apprehended the number one most wanted, Edna P. Pringle, has been returned to the fold. Hallelujah. Amen. Praise my name.
You got her back? You got her back from the biker group?
We conducted a sting operation where she came to buy some rock and roll music and some reefer, and we had tracked her down through the guidance of God and the internet, of course, and we found out where she was, and we have apprehended her. She is being decommissioned now, reprogrammed, and this is a beautiful occasion, Mr. Norrie. Do you know why?
Why?
It's going to allow me to focus my energies on protesting against the pornification of America.
Are you still in love with her, JC?
How dare you, sir, insinuate that I am in love? Love leads to lust. And
you chased that woman for years. I remember the day you called me on this very show, crying on the air that she had been taken. You were crying.
I am full of joy.
She was taken away by a biker as she waved to you as he took her off into the sunset. I remember that night.
The $10,000 she stole from me and the Lord.
Well, that's true.
Don't forget the money, Mr. Norrie. That's a very important part of it, is she took off with that money, but we got her back. And now she's going to be reprogrammed and be a diligent servant of the Lord, because do you understand how much is happening to America? All the punishments that the world is taking right now with hurricanes and earthquakes and fires and floods?
I agree, JC. We're going through a lot right now.
You think this is a lot? Everybody thinks this is a lot. I see them wringing their hands. Oh, my goodness, we got an earthquake on the East Coast. What are we ever going to do, you New York people, you sinners? I'll tell you what's going to happen. This is just the warm-up.
Not everybody in New York is a sinner, JC. You think everybody's a sinner.
Apocalypse.
The apocalypse? Are you ready? Do you think October 21st is the end of it?
Oh, don't get me started on Harold Camping. Mr. Camping, who used to be very close to the Lord, who is not very close to the Lord anymore, who took all the secrets of the Revelations and has spread them out. Me and the Lord had to get together and change it all around. Don't get me started about that. The 21st is not the rapture. Harold Camping is not the one to call it. I get to call it. I called it first when God created the world, and I'm God's right-hand general.
Well, I would listen. I agree with you on one thing, JC. It's not going to end on October 21st. I agree with that.
That's correct. It's not going to be so quick. Everybody thinks it's going to be a quick little rapture and up, boom, to the heavens you go. No, it's called a tribulation. There's 7 vials with 7 serpents ready to pour them out upon the earth, and each one of them is a forked tongue of deception that's being put forth by betrayers like Glenn Beck, who's turned his back on America now.
Oh, Glenn is an old friend of mine.
Never quit.
He's harmless.
I'm completely disappointed in you for turning your back on America and Fox News when we need you the most. You're running and hiding like a coward, like an Al-Qaeda.
He's not on Fox News anymore.
I know, because
he's gone. But let me so what are you doing with Edna? Is she like in some cell? Where is she?
She is being prayed over at this moment. She is bound with the special straitjacket because the devil's in her. She keeps reciting words of rock and roll music, and it's just terrible what's been done to her. Her mind is corrupt.
Has she changed her clothes?
Changed her clothes? Oh, yes, we took away the hussy clothes. You know what? Do you know what a miniskirt looks like on an 85-year-old woman?
I didn't know she was 85. 85? How old are you? How old are you?
Came up over the knees.
JC, how old are you?
My age, I am eternal. I am God's 10-star general.
Why were you dating? God love them, but why were you dating an 85-year-old woman?
I don't see where you get this idea that I was dating Ed. I never said anything about fornicating and making the beast with two backs.
Oh, you know what? I've got a few moments here. I want to do something different with you tonight, JC. You've never done this with me. I want you to take some of these calls with me. Are you?
I would love to minister to some of these sick, wayward followers you have.
Well, we'll find out, and I'll leave this up to them if they want to talk with you. All right? Is that fair enough? All right, let's start with Jim in Riverside, California. Jim, would you like to talk to JC at all?
Well, I guess not. I guess so.
All right, take it away.
So,
You are not eternal. God is eternal.
oh, boy. Sounds like a pencil neck geek to me. You guess so? You have to say, yes, sir.
I guess
want to talk to God's 10-star general. I want you to tell me what I need to do in my life to clean up. What do you need to do to clean up
Called
your life,
about
sir?
my sister passing away, and then now I got to talk to you. But you are not
Well, did
eternal.
your
God
sister- did
is
you pray for her?
eternal.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Jimmy. I'm going to keep you on
And you
hold.
recriminate me and tell me I'm a bad person. How dare you?
We'll put Jim on hold, and
You know,
we'll
that's
come
the thing.
back to Jimmy.
We have to say a moment of silence. And now we can go on to the next caller.
We'll go to the next. Do you have to be so rough on these people, JC?
I'm not being rough. I'm just being truthful. God's wrath is not a kind and loving lamb. We've done that before. This time around, it's the warrior.
Well, show some compassion. The poor guy was calling about his dead sister.
How do I know that's true?
Oh,
He could have made that up just to make me look like a jerk.
you're so cold. Let's go to Spokane,
How
Washington.
dare him?
Bill, welcome to the program. Go ahead, Bill.
I do not want to talk to Jason.
Okay. We'll
Then
put
why
you.
did you call, sir?
We'll put you on hold too, and call back. As a matter of fact, I accidentally hit the wrong button and discontinued. See what you're doing to me, JC? You're getting everybody all discombobulated.
That's
Charlie.
because when the Lord's mojo comes over the devil and disrupts your evil spells.
Charlie in Kingman, Arizona. You got a chance here? Do you want to talk to JC at all, Charlie?
Well, the main thing is I want to get the story out. That's the whole thing.
Well, all right. I think you're going to listen to a story, JC, aren't you?
I'll definitely listen to it, and I'll give my judgment.
All right, Charlie, go ahead.
All right. Yeah, about a year ago, my mom was in the hospital, and she, they pronounced her that she was okay. She was going to be discharged, but the nursing home wouldn't take her back, so she wound up lingering at the hospital for about a day and a half, and then she passed away. Okay, we weren't suspicious on that, not at first, because she was elderly. And anyway, she went to a funeral home, and no doctor would sign the death certificate. So I asked them. I said, "Well, what do you think it means?" So what they were saying is that they felt it was foul play. So I started my own investigation. Me and a buddy of mine, and we talked to a couple of nurses, one of which was hospice nurse, and they informed, two nurses informed us that the seniors in this day and age are a target. The government doesn't want to spend money on them anymore.
And you hit the nail directly on the head, sir. Thank you for that.
Hey, shut up. Let me get the story out. You just listen first. Have a little respect. Now, shut up.
He's a little short of that, I think,
Sir,
Charlie.
listen,
All right,
thank
so
you
the
for
text.
that.
So
I do
Well, he's
respect-
right, JC.
I'm
Be
sorry for
quiet.
your loss,
Let him
but
talk.
There's going to be a whole lot more losses if we don't get in the way of this healthcare business.
JC, let him finish his story.
All right.
Would you?
So anyway,
Go ahead, Charlie.
so we started the investigation, and we went beyond the nurses. We started. We went back to the nursing, not the nursing. We went back to the funeral home, and we asked them for more information, and they gave us a clue about going after the county coroner, which is in Mojave County. They made a lot of statements about her, which was not true. We got documentation from her showing that the mortuaries are actually making money by selling bodies unbeknown to the people.
You know what? I believe that,
I have
Charlie.
this in writing.
I believe that. They are making all kinds of money all over the place. Let's take another call. We've got Jake east of the Rockies. Jake, do you want to talk to JC? Louisville.
Sure.
All righty, my friend. Go ahead.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Jake, how's it going? Or JC, hey.
Good evening, sir. It's going. Are you going to attempt to give me another sob story and make me look like the big old bad heel when I want to talk about saving America?
Oh, no. I just thought I'd ask you if you believed in ghosts. Have you ever had any haunting experiences or anything, JC?
I have encountered several paranormal entities. Yes, there are spirits that roam the earth with malevolence in their heart, which are going to attempt to possess and control people. And this is what I'm talking about. Undertakers who are not strong in the Lord, they come under the way of the devil, and they begin to try to sell. They took the gold right out of your teeth, and they'll sell it right from out.
Well, some will. Some will,
Well,
JC.
not all ghosts are malevolent now.
True.
Yes, they are. If they're not malevolent, then why aren't they in heaven? The only reason you can tell a malevolent spirit is if they're not in heaven. They obviously couldn't make the grade to go to heaven.
Well, interesting. Well, let's take one more call for you, JC. First-time caller,
All right.
Cade, is in Texas, and you're on the air. Cade, do you want to talk to JC at all?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't really like to
Kind of.
He's got a strange attitude, Cade. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
No, I have a righteous attitude. I'm just so self-righteous because I earned it. Because God told me, He said, JC, you're better than everybody else.
Let me ask you something, JC, before we get to Cade. Did you, hold on for a second, Cade. Hold on for 1 second. Did you ever pull the legs off spiders when you were a kid? Ever?
No, I would never touch such a filthy thing, such a filthy, deviant creature of the devil. No, I never did those kinds of things.
All right. Go ahead, Cade. We got you. Go ahead.
Okay, I am an open atheist. Okay, I do not believe in a heaven or hell or a God.
Oh, God. Sir, you don't believe in a heaven and hell. I rebuke you. I bind you. You are a devil worshiper. That is the standard line of every Satanist out there that starts off with, I don't believe in God. There is no God. That's the devil's biggest trick, is to fool you into thinking there is no devil.
I'm going to let you go back to your sleazy hotel, JC. You and Edna have a great time tonight.
How dare you, sir?
Oh.